Any last words, Mr. President?
Yes, Jack. Any superlative words of inspiration for our humble troops?
Do not pray for easy lives, my friends. Pray to be stronger men.
Kahla,
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
Shalom to the elect and the 1/3 of the children of Israel. This is Providence in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. My name is Bella Daniela. By my side,
Brother Ashar.
double honors to the teachers and the head apostles of the great millstone rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim I'm pushing out this work of true sincerity. Also, Barakatah to the Aquathim who are listening as well. All right. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. All right. JFK quoting Reverend Philip Brooks during remarks at Presidential Prayer Breakfast, February 7th, 1963. Okay. So, last night, I was scrolling on YouTube. I was scrolling on YouTube and I came across an old video game that I used to play when I was in high school. It was a well-known video game called Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And they had a level where John F. Kennedy and like some other historical people from the past, at the times of war, were together, and he quoted, which you saw in the beginning of this video, that he quoted something very powerful at the time that I was, fighting, fighting demons, what I'm saying, like just remaining in a content, energy within my mind. He said, do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men. You know what I'm saying? And that and that clicked with my spirit, because we're fighting to be a true men of the Lord, and this life isn't easy. So knowing that this life isn't easy, we must ask the Lord to help us to endure his chastisements, endure everything of what we're going through. So when he said, do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men, I felt that, and he actually quoted that, in 1963. So I was like, wow, that's powerful that he put it in a video game, where a lot of people don't think that video games are beneficial in some areas, but it's funny how they put that in the game. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a lot of scripture relating to that quote. You can bring out Sirach chapter 2, verse 1.
Khan, this is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, prepare thy soul for temptation.
He said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. The Lord giving us a warning. If you come to serve me, prepare yourselves for temptation. Prepare yourselves for trials and tribulations. Prepare to lose certain things in your life, or all the things of your life. Be prepared to be broken down and be built back up. Be prepared to be put in the furnace of adversity, so you can become chances and higher chances through him that you will become refined gold when you come out of that furnace, man. As the scripture says, for many are called, but few are chosen. He's only choosing a few to be acceptable men to go through the furnace of adversity. All right, to be tried as silver or as gold. All right, and that's what the brothers are going through, the path of difficulties.
Right. And also what the brother was mentioning, this whole course is only for the elect, because only the elect will be able to triumph over this path that we're all walking, man. And we hope to be of that number. That's why we call ourselves the hope for elect. It's only built for them. So we just hope that we can constantly endure. I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men. So we got to let go from the mortal thoughts that we was born into, man. This fleshly mindset, man. All right, that took hold of us. All right, but now that we were quickened in the spirit by getting this truth and this word, all right, now we're in the spirit. And we got to be able to constantly battle in the spirit and not let the flesh overtake us, man. Because as it's written, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Correct.
So if we keep those mortal thoughts on us, it's going to make us weak in this fire that we're in. All right. So that's why we have to let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now that weak nature. Because if we are suited with this type of thought and mindset, it's a weak nature to have. So that's why there's a purpose to let it go, man. And the brother was mentioning before, while we were speaking before this class, we were talking about the camel and the needle of the eye. All right, the baggage.
That's correct.
So it's making us more less of weight on us in this walk, in this journey, man.
That's right. And those who don't understand that the needle is the wall that the camel goes through to get inside of the city, but for that camel to get through that hole, through that wall, it has to get rid of the baggage. All right. And the baggage is your career, your former life, everything that you cleave onto, you're gonna have to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because Matthew 19 and Matthew 19, I think verse 30 explains about if we forsake all these things, we will gain 100-fold in the end. So you can read that on your own. So that's all the things that we have to forsake. And also 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because we must build treasures in the heavens and not on earth. Okay.
And that shows you, that it starts in the mind, man.
That's right.
So you have to let it go in your mind
first.
Continuing, verse 15 says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. See? So that was showing you, in a journey, in a trip, you want to have light baggage, man. You want to be light in that trip, because it said these thoughts are most heavy onto you, man. The burdens of men, all right, the mortal thoughts. It says, continuing on verse 15, it says, and haste thee to flee from these times. So that's the purpose, man. You want to be able to flee. You want to be able to escape. And how are you going to be able to escape? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's only if he's dealing with you. So that's why we have to follow this path, this straight and narrow path, man. So that way he can deal with us and refine us, man. All right, to make us these acceptable men. So in the times of trouble, we'll be able to call on his name and he will be able to deliver us. That's our power, man. The power of deliverance, man. And that's why Yahweh Shai's name in the Paleo Hebrew is he saves, he delivers, man.
That's right.
So that's the whole purpose. All right. I got a precept real quick, though. Let me get it in 2 Timothy. Mm-hmm. This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. It reads, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
So thou endure hardness, the hardness of this life, because we've always been told this life isn't easy, and we found out the hard way, especially as Jake. We life was hard from the get-go, man. Some harder than others, you know what I'm saying, and it toughened us up, man. You know what I'm saying. But endured the hardness, because times that we're living in right now, it's going to get harder. You know what I'm saying? Right now, America's living off of last year's harvest. And right now, there's barely any harvest for next year. You know what I'm saying? And all these other things, like food plants being destroyed. So next year, they're going to have to live off of what 2022 has to bring. And there's barely going to be anything. So times are going to get harder and harder and harder, and we must endure the hardness as a good soldier through Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Go ahead.
Come on, verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
Go ahead.
And that goes into the things that's in this world, man. The affairs, all right? Relationships that you may have, all right? The bills, payments, how you're going to be able to stay alive in this world, all right? Guess who's going to keep you alive? Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right.
And that starts with the faith, man. Mm-hmm. And you cannot please Yahweh Shemel Shai if you don't have faith, man.
That's right.
Without faith, it is impossible to please him, man.
Yeah, Hebrews 11 and 6.
You can read that whole chapter yourself, man. It talks about faith. All right. So that shows you that you have to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Shai and let go everything else that you was brought up in. All right. Let it all go. It says that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So we was chosen, we was called in this thing, and we want to be chosen, man. All right. To be that soldier, that perfect soldier. All right. The one that's able to endure all hardness all the way to the end, man. That's the purpose and the goal, man. That's our destination, man. That's where we're headed. And at the end will be what? The kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, on earth as it is in heaven. Dominion and rulership. That's right. And we want to partake in that and be that joint heirs with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach when he returns.
Correct.
And that goes into 1 Peter. Let me grab that. 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind.
Gird up the loins of your mind. And notice how in Job 38 and 3, it said, gird up the loins as a man, and I will demand of thee, But this one was another order to gird up the loins of your mind. Go ahead.
Be sober.
Be sober, meaning stay in the spirit. All right. Always stay in the spirit, man. Go ahead.
And hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought onto you at the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach.
God, and we must hope to the end, man, because we are prisoners of hope. We hope in his mercy. We hope for salvation, and we're waiting for Yahushua HaMashiach to come back for us, to stay strong. You got anything more on that? You got anything
to add? Yeah, it says hope to the end. As it's written, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So that's where our mindset should be at. Okay, at all times, man. It's a fight though. But with that, Yahweh Razak, this was edifying. Call Allah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Until next time we say Shalom. DTA Abad Babal soon.